I don't drink soda.
Give us a countdown. Ty, a countdown, please. Yo, thank you for tuning into the Natural Habitat Podcast. My name is Mikey Booyah.
My name is Awesome Ty. Joining us as always is Computer.
Computer, say hello.
Computer, say hello again.
Computer, say hello one more time.
It's about 9:37 and 11 seconds p.m.
Nope, nobody asked you that. Anyways, up in Canada, Free Candy.
Free Candy is also our co-host, fourth chair, they call him. They've been calling him on the Reddit. They've been calling him fourth chair, and he's up there in Canada, the frigid north, the great white north.
He did send us a very nice gift, which we'll get into shortly.
Mm-hmm.
But,
he sent us a gift. First, we want to thank all of you guys for joining us today, for taking some time out of your day, or maybe some time into your day. You know, am I right?
I guess that works.
Maybe they got nothing going on, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe
we're going to just straight off the bat address the elephant in the room. You're going to notice that our cups look a little bit different today.
Yep.
And, I mean, I think it's pretty clear what's going on here. ICEE, you had your opportunity, and, you know, the ship has sailed, and we're now looking at our other options, and that includes your arch rival Slurpee.
Mm-hmm.
We picked up a couple of Slurpees, just the small ones. You know, we didn't commit to a 32-ounce Slurpee or anything like that.
No.
But we got the 32-ounce 12-ounce Slurpees.
It looks like.
Giving them a try, and you know what? I'm not mad at Slurpee at all, man. These are honestly not too bad.
No, these are really good and still frozen.
Yeah, they stay way frostier than ICEE. You can call yourself the coldest drink in town. Well, Slurpee begs to differ.
Yep. So for people that maybe haven't been following along with the saga, we have been seeking a partnership with ICEE Hope Foundation, which is owned by the ICEE Corporation, but is a foundation that provides ICEE machines to hospitals, children's hospitals or something for the terminally ill children. We've been calling, we've been trying to contact this hospital, see what their interaction has been like.
Yeah, we've been trying
ICEE.
to vet the ICEE Hope Foundation, make sure they're on the up and up, which we haven't yet to get confirmation that they even are on the up and up. So, I mean, as more time passes, ICEE's looking a little bit shadier and shadier, and meanwhile, Slurpee is looking deliciouser and deliciouser.
Now, we did get one response from ICEE, and I haven't checked, so I'm actually going to go ahead and... Yeah, nothing since then. Nothing since our last response from ICEE where they
said they were
Natalie Coldwater reach out.
Pass it along to the higher ups. Well, I mean, our patience is only, it's not unlimited here.
No. So we are exploring other options like we threatened to do. And Slurpee is one of them. We don't know if Slurpee has a Hope Foundation or something that we could exploit that's similar than that.
Yeah, Slurpee is owned by 7-Eleven, and on 7-Elevens everywhere, you're gonna have a way easier time finding a Slurpee than you do an ICEE.
And 7-Eleven is a notoriously great company. They're open 24 hours a day.
24 hours a day.
They help build up communities because you could easily get a franchise.
Yeah, they got pizza there that you can buy with a food stamp card.
They're constantly making money, churning out product for the economy.
And you know what? You guess how much these ICEE or these Slurpees cost.
This Slurpee, the small one?
This small Slurpee right here.
$4.
Nope. Try again.
$8.
Lower.
Lower?
Lower than 4.
Lower than 4.
Yeah.
A quarter.
A little bit more than that.
$1.
It cost $1.
$1?
$1. And the small ICEE, I believe, was running something like $2.29, something like that.
Damn.
So this is 100% less. At least.
At least. So we're checking out Slurpees and we kind of like them,
Yeah, I'm not ready to commit or anything, but ICEE, if you're watching this, just know that we're evaluating all options, just like Natalie Coldwater told you we would be doing. And our patience is not unlimited. So get at us, and maybe you can salvage this deal. Otherwise, we're gonna start speaking with other frozen beverage companies, and it's a shame that we have to do that.
Yeah,
we've given you an opportunity to reach a new audience and get some ambassadors for your charitable foundation. It sounds like you need them based on the hospital we talked to. They barely know that the ICEE Hope Foundation exists. Some of them have no clue what we're talking about. So you would think that you would want somebody out there, kind of flaunting the good deeds that you're supposedly doing.
Yeah. So we'll let you guys know if anything pans out with Slurpee. We're going to be reaching out to their executives and trying to build a partnership with them, see what their deal is.
We might just send Natalie Coldwater right in on that. We might not even try to beat around the bush with Slurpee.
Yeah, it's probably best. Another thing that we wanted to talk about out the gate is we have been, asking for, pretty much demanding.
Yeah, we laid it all out on the line for you. The writers are on strike, the actors are on strike, and in a sense, we're both. So we do not want to go on strike. Mm-hmm. We gave you a very fair ultimatum. Basically, you increase the engagement, you get our likes up, you get our shares up, we've been on this road to 1,000 subscribers for months now.
We made a flyer.
We've barely crossed, are we even at 500
I haven't
yet?
checked in a long time.
I mean, it's been a rough road, and that's because of you and your lack of engagement. So
multiple emails, we're talking comments, we're talking shares, and we've gotten a couple. You know what? Sidebar, something that I heard about the writer's strike. You've heard of this writer's strike.
I heard about it, yeah.
Breaking news, actually.
Is it over?
The writer's strike is
it's over?
Still going.
Still going.
Okay. But I found out that not only are you not allowed to write movies and, make movies, because it's a Screen Actors Guild strike also, right?
Yeah, it's double strike.
Yeah. So SAG, you can't do the acting. WAG, you can't do the writing. So you also are not supposed to promote movies right now.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Or discuss movies.
Yeah. Oh, you can't even discuss them between friends.
You can discuss the concept of movies, but you can't discuss a movie.
You can't go on the Conan O'Brien show and talk about your upcoming film.
And I was listening to a podcast, and the host of the podcast has a movie that has been out for a month or so. And
did he talk about it?
He was like, yeah, when we were doing my movie, this happened. And then the guest was like, oh, you have a movie? And he was like, yeah, but I can't talk about it.
Well, he kind of did.
And he was like, well, why? Well, you could talk about movies, but you can't talk about a specific movie.
You can allude to it.
Allude to a movie. You can't name a movie.
Gotcha.
And then he was like, we're not supposed to be promoting or talking about movies during the strike.
That's wild. And I mean, this potential strike that we're threatening is coming at a really inopportune time because this is episode 699.
This is 699. We're right before 700, which we're threatening to take away if you don't interact, and barely anyone's interacting.
You've got 1 week. You've got 1 week to get these numbers up, and if you don't, no episode 700, we're going on strike.
Yeah. We will stand, we will, because we're on the fence right now, and we will decide to stand with the SAG and WAG-AFTRA actors and writers strike, and we will also go on strike.
Yeah, we'll go out there with picket signs, and we'll make up chants. We'll chant at people.
Yeah, that does sound a lot of fun.
Again, yeah, it does, right?
Yeah,
it sounds a little bit more fun than making episode 700 for people that aren't even going to appreciate it, like you.
Because over the past few years, the whole protesting and signs has such a dark connotation.
Yeah. You've got the Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter. You've got the Templeton Bridge people just hanging Trump flags from the overpass.
You got a lot of political rallies.
Yeah, it's just become really ugly. So
yeah, so it's nice to just have it be
about us.
Yeah, just about rights. It's a classic union strike, which is all American. We've been doing it forever. My first job, actually, very first job at a local grocery store, I crossed the picket line. I was a scab. And I learned about the strike, the union. I learned about my role in it from the guys that were holding the signs out front. They would yell at me when I came in.
Yeah, and if we have to go on strike, it's not like there's going to be some scabs coming in to do episode 700. It's just going to be no episode.
We're just not going to do episode 700. And we'll do an episode that week, it'll just be 701. And episode 700 won't happen. It's not going to be a monumental event. It's not going to be a thing where we do suit and ties. Cummerbunds for no reason.
No, I can't return this goddamn cummerbund. I'm stuck with it now.
It's been too long. It's like add like a 1 week return policy.
Yeah, I don't have my receipt anyways. And again, I got thrown out of the cummerbund store, so I don't know that I'm welcome back in there to return it.
So, you have a week.
Yeah, these actors and writers, they're asking for your money or more money from the studios. We're asking for your love and support.
Mm-hmm.
We're asking you to do the bare minimum here.
So yeah, do that, and then we'll see what happens next week. It might be 700, might be not. But I think that just in case there is no episode 700. And if we do skip that, I was looking forward to that. It's a monumental event.
Yeah, again, I mean, we purchased, nice clothes, cummerbunds.
Things, and I was thinking maybe we could just like do a quick run through of, what episode 700 would be. Just because we want to look out for you guys. We don't want anyone to miss out on 700. If
like the Cliff Notes version of episode 700.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that.
So we would definitely do... Where is it?
First off, there would be an elaborate fireworks display, right? Kick things off.
Applause,
and we're indoors. We're gonna disregard all potential fire hazards, and we're gonna light off fireworks in this studio here.
And then we're gonna say thank you for tuning in to episode 700. What a monumental event!
You're gonna be like, my name's Mikey Booyah. I'm gonna be like, my name's Awesome Ty. Computer is gonna be here. Free Candy's supposedly gonna be here. We might have to cancel his flight at this point, but I mean. That's it, in a perfect world, we would be saying these things.
And then we had a lot of things planned for things that we would do, like
celebrity guests. We were going to do a lot of 700 themed things. We were going to do that movie 300. We were going to watch that 2 times, and then like a third of the way through, like 20 minutes through. Right. Then we were going to do the 700 Club, which is like at least it used to be like a religious evangelist television show that you would find on on at like 6 a.m. on like a cable channel.
Yeah,
we were gonna do our version of that.
We were also gonna have a 700 number that you guys could call.
Yeah, 1-700.
Like, 1-700
NHP something. Yeah. We're not even gonna set that up.
NHP show, I think, is what it was. But yeah, that's not even going to be done if you guys don't interact.
We were going to finally reveal Jerry and have Jerry come on camera.
Jerry reveal is going to happen.
It's not going to happen at this rate, though.
We were going to do the 700-second challenge, where we discussed 700 topics in 700 seconds. So we were going to have a power pack show for you guys.
Yeah.
And we still might, it still might happen.
It might.
I think that people could be like, great show, and just kind of like leave some interactions, leave some comments after this episode, and then we could do episode 700.
I mean, we're willing to meet in the middle. We're willing to negotiate, come down on our demands a little bit, but I mean, we're not going to just take nothing. So we need to at least see an uptick in views this week. A couple new subscribers, a couple comments, sound off below to save episode 700. Maybe you share it a couple times, tag us, we see it. That's all we're asking. We're asking. We're not asking, for, to overnight success or anything. We're just asking for a little uptick is all.
Just a little bit. We also, another thing that we've been working on a long time that I guess we could say now, just in case if this doesn't happen, is that we were going to have a lot of skits. We were going to do like Saturday Night Live skits.
Yeah.
Where we cut away and we did like elaborate sets and these little goofs and gaffs. And maybe I was thinking that we could run through one with just like without the set, just with this set. There was a few that we did just here. And we could show people like what they're missing, what they're going to get.
Yeah, I think that's a great.
What happened? What is it? Hey, Ty. Ty, are you frozen? What is this? What's happening? What are you looking at? What are you doing? Ty. This is a comedy podcast. Okay, Ty seemed He seems to have pulled a glitch McConnell and he's frozen and just staring at the camera. And there is blinking.
Jesus Christ.
What was that? What happened?
It was my Mitch McConnell bit.
It was your Mitch McConnell bit?
Yeah.
That scared me, man. I thought that you were Mitch McConnelling for real.
Yeah, well, I might.
I thought that I was in an episode of Black Mirror for a second and that the whole world had paused because you're really the only thing in this room that's moving. You paused. Everything was paused except for me. And I thought that I was like, that was funny. So that was like the type of things that we were going to do.
Yes, great stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. And we still can. You know, we have endless bits.
So many bits. We got bits. We got pieces.
What else do we got on here? We were going to revisit some viral trends. You guys, you know viral trends.
Yeah, it's the talk of the town. Everybody's on the TikTok and the Instagram seeing, you know, these weird dances or challenges. Remember the ice bucket challenge?
Ice bucket challenge.
You had the ALS challenge, or was it the ice bucket challenge?
I think that might have been the same thing. What about the guy Jesus Christ?
That wasn't that was just a guy.
No, that wasn't a challenge, but that's a viral moment.
There was another
Jesus
challenge.
Christ. You know the guy?
The Tide Pod challenge. People were eating Tide Pods.
Are they all challenges? I thought they were just viral moments.
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure, but we were going to go viral.
Yeah, we were going to do all these old challenges. We were going to pour ice buckets on our heads, shave our eyebrows, eat cinnamon. It was going to be a whole thing.
Celebrity guests. I remember on, I believe, episode 600, we had a number of celebrity guests coming in. This time we had bigger celebrities lined up, like, you know, not just like a random writer from SNL or some random Australian guy. We had like A-list, you know, B, C-list tier, you know, celebrities that were.
Have you ever heard of Young Gravy?
Yeah.
Because
do we have
one of the guests has heard of Young Gravy.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of Young Gravy? Well, so is one of our guests.
Yeah. So I mean, it's kind of like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. That's you know, like.
But it's 1 degree of gravy.
Right.
Yeah. It's got to be someone that directly knows of Young Gravy.
Yeah, sure.
You don't even have to know him in real life. I've been I think it's safe to say that we've both been getting into Young Gravy more and more, his music.
I've checked it out. It's, you know, it's kind of like fun, like a riff raff style, like comedy white guy rap, but it's not without its merit. He's got some catchy songs.
And then I've listened to a couple interviews now, like podcasts with Young Gravy.
Oh, yeah?
He is the worst guy, like the worst type of guy. I heard that he used to sell weed, right? When he was, you know, like in high school. And he would take gum, Trident gum, and put it in his empty bags and store them like that. And then when he would use them for weed, he would take the gum out, put the weed in, and then that way it smelled like really exotic.
Does Trident gum really smell like exotic weed?
He did the Trident layers, which they had a lot of like smoothie flavors and, you know, a lot of tropical things.
I guess that's kind of a shitty tactic. It seems like something that you might do.
I know
his whole gimmick's like banging moms, banging soccer moms. Yeah. Which, I mean, you know, who's to say whether it's a gimmick or his actual, you know, steez, but
so
yeah, Young Gravy.
We were gonna have a guy that knows who Young Gravy is. That's heard of Young Gravy. We were gonna have George Clooney.
George Clooney? We're gonna have Clooney?
We probably could at this point.
Get Clooney, right? He's not up to much. I haven't seen Clooney in a minute. He's got to be down for that.
Yeah. We were gonna get A lot of people, you know.
So many people.
And they're still on board. So if you want to just go ahead and interact, share the
turn
episode.
this car right around, get us back on track. You know what I mean? We've veered off of the highway, and we're on a rocky path right now. But all you gotta do is turn that steering wheel just a little bit, get us right back on the road.
Share it,
1,000.
Like it, comment, subscribe with a couple emails, and George Clooney will be here.
We promise.
Yeah. Another thing that we were gonna do is going to be like a recurring segment on the show going into the 700s. And that's going to be USA versus Canada.
USA versus Canada.
Okay, we got our hosts we have a mixed nationality host. You and I are from the USA. Free Candy's from Canada. Computer he lives in the cloud.
Yeah, he's in the cloud. He's
could
neutral.
Be Canadian.
He's completely neutral.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, technically, he's probably more American because surely an American developed the technology and not a Canadian.
I don't know. I think he's probably more Chinese because
Computer, what is your nationality?
I consider Seattle my hometown. It's one of the cloudiest cities in the United States.
Fuck yeah.
And that's probably why I feel at home, living in the cloud.
USA.
Oh, he lives in the cloud. It was a joke.
No.
Yeah, that was a meme.
Seattle.
He said Seattle is what I consider my hometown because it's really cloudy compared to where I live in the cloud. He lives in the cloud, like I said, so he doesn't have any sort of nationality. He's all
unbiased.
nationalities.
He's unbiased.
And no nationalities. But he could be Canadian. For all intents and purposes, he's Canadian right now. So we have 2 USA hosts and 2 Canadian hosts. And we're going head to head.
Now, are you talking about like physical violence, like some sort of?
No, absolutely not. We're all friends.
Okay.
We are going to go head to head with our cultures, our likes and dislikes, stereotypes about the USA and Canada, competitions in cuisine, entertainment.
Now, speaking of that, why don't we give them a little taste of what that could potentially look like? Because our good friend Free Candy from the Great White North, he sent us these Canadian potato chips. They're Lay's, all dressed flavored. These are a Canadian delicacy, and I've heard from numerous sources, outside of Canada, that these are the Mac Daddy Lay's. These are the top tier Lay's.
Yeah,
I've never had them. I've always been curious. Free Candy was gracious enough to send us down this care package of these all dressed Lay's.
Now I've heard of the all dressed craze, where that's the way that Canada eats their chips. They eat. Computer, what are all dressed chips?
From thetakeout.com. All dressed chips are essentially every chip seasoning jumbled into one savory and tangy flavor.
So it's kind of like
cream and onion plus salt and vinegar plus barbecue plus ketchup.
Oh wow! So it's kind of like the suicide you would make with just all the fountain sodas in one.
It's a suicide of chips.
So we're gonna have a little taste of these, and you know what? We're gonna. I don't know how we can scientifically grade these. I mean, I guess we'll just give it like a thumbs up, thumbs down, or should we like a 5-star ranking?
So we should try to create a tier list real quick of those chips. So you got sour cream and onion, salt and vinegar, barbecue, and ketchup.
Okay, so barbecue Lay's would be, well, are we talking just like traditional Lay's, or are we talking Ruffles too? Because
wait, what are these?
These are actually kettle Lay's, but I think they're more like traditional Lay's.
But they do say Ruffles on them.
They do say Ruffles?
Yeah.
No. Oh, yeah. Ruffles. Oh, wow. So it says Lay's, kettle cooked, and Ruffles. So you got all three basically in this. So I guess we could, like out of all three. Now, I would put the sour cream and cheddar Ruffles in my top tier.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with that.
Under that, I would say barbecue Lay's.
Okay.
And then what else do we have?
Then you got salt and vinegar.
Salt and vinegar, yep.
And then ketchup at the bottom, right?
I've never had ketchup, but I would assume so. Also, just the regular Lay's, I don't fuck with those at all. Like the unflavored Lay's, so those are probably towards the bottom.
Well, perfect. And I think that we agree.
Sour cream and onion, that's kind of mid. So
yeah,
I think we've got a reasonable.
Yeah,
and we're not going to talk about all the little novelty flavors, but
no,
those are your staple flavors.
Yeah, that's our tier list, and now we can rank it. So you can eat one, I'll commentate, then I'll eat one, you commentate, save your score, and then we'll rank it on the table on our tier.
So the look of this, it is a little bit thick. It looks pretty much like a traditional Lay's chip, but it does have that thick kettle cooked texture to it. The smell, it smells like salt and vinegar, but vinegar does have a very powerful scent.
It does smell a lot like vinegar.
Yeah.
And it tickled my nose. It gave me a little tickle in the nose when I smelled it. Yeah, I got this folded kettle style chip. Are you gonna go ahead and do the honors? Give that a bite. Okay, sounds like it has a nice kettly crunch to it.
Got some crunch to it.
And this is sour cream and onion, barbecue, ketchup, and salt and vinegar, all wrapped into one. So you'd save your score. Just go ahead and let that do its thing on your palate.
It's a goddamn good chip. Outstanding.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, Canada. All right.
Okay, that was like a whole ride. That was like a whole experience. I could taste all the different things, like they came in waves. Or maybe it was like, the thing where it's like brainstorm and green needle. And depending on like what you look at, it sounds different.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Have you not heard this?
Brainstorm and green needle?
Yeah, here, I'll show it to you. Brainstorm, green needle. So it's like an auditory illusion where did this work, do you think? Brainstorm,
green needle. That's a song by Fiore.
Okay, here, I gotta plug this in so make a loud noise.
Boom, 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 boom.
Okay. All right, so here is Brainstorm Green Needle. So you can make it say whatever you want it to say, depending on which one you focus on.
We got nothing. Here. Is this kind of like the picture of the dress where it's like blue or gold? Oh yeah. No, I swear it changed.
Okay, look. Yeah.
Yeah, it started with green needle and then it went to brainstorm. This is a scam.
See, so I heard it start with brainstorm and then went to green needle. So look, we'll just play the first one, okay? So think brainstorm.
Okay, I heard brainstorm.
Okay. Now I'm going to back it all the way up to the beginning again and then think green needle.
No, I heard brainstorm again.
Really?
Yeah, play it one more time. No, I don't hear green needle on that first one. All I hear is brainstorm.
Okay, so can you
I can't hear green needle anymore. That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking bizarre. Okay, yeah. I see what the deal is.
It's a trip.
But man, that's... So you're saying basically depending on what flavor you're focusing on, that's the flavor. Okay.
So you could think of a flavor and then you could taste the barbecue, you could taste the cheddar, you could taste the vinegar.
So that's how do these tier lists work? Is it like S, A, B, C? Like S is the best?
I don't know how is there like a
this
certain
is a top tier
system?
chip. I'm just going to come right out.
I'm going to put it at the top.
I'm going to say this is probably the best potato chip I've had.
Yeah.
Definitely the best Lay's potato chip I've ever had.
Yeah, that's really good.
I am not disappointed in the least.
I'm trying to get a handful of those before you leave.
You know what, Canada? I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
Canada, that's great.
Now, would you go as far as saying that this is potentially the best export, like the best thing Canada's ever given us? They've given us Bryan Adams. They've given us Celine Dion, maple syrup.
Tree juice is pretty good.
I don't know. This is up there. This is up there with anything that Canada's ever given us. So shout out Free Candy for these fucking delicious chips.
Yeah, if I think about how much I watch hockey and then how much I eat maple syrup, these chips I think would come in handy a lot more often. I don't ever really experience hockey. You know, I guess
I'm not even like a big potato chip guy. Honestly, I prefer like a tortilla chip or like a Dorito, anything besides potato chips. I'm not out buying Lay's all the time, but I would buy these.
Yeah,
I would buy these. They would be outstanding in a sandwich.
So, there's something that I want to talk about that I've been putting off and scared about it because this is kind of a more terrifying segment, part of the show. Halloween is right around the corner.
I mean, is it?
Yeah, it is. The Spirit Halloween opened.
It's already open?
Yeah. And
Spirit's open?
there's Halloween stuff all over Target.
Yeah.
So Halloween time is here.
I mean, it's August still, but okay.
Mm-hmm. No. By the time this comes out.
Oh, yeah.
In podcast time, it's October 13th.
I do need to get my costume together.
Yeah. Our costumes are going to be lit this year for sure. We're just going to get TEMU costumes, just a bunch of dope ass TEMU costumes. I don't know if any of you guys use TEMU.
Oh man, it's the #1 shopping app in the world.
It's
so I'm assuming
crazy.
I'm assuming a lot of people, a lot of cheap shit.
So do you guys remember when Wish started?
Yeah.
And people started using Wish and you were like, fuck, I can get this beanie for 78 cents. But I have to wait 3 months for it to get here. And that was kind of the trade-off that you did where it took a long time to get there and every once in a while it wouldn't be exactly what you ordered or it would be subpar quality.
Yeah, widely considered to be, like it even became like kind of a meme, like the Wish version of a regular product, just vastly inferior. And
then depending on what you bought, you could get good solid items on there. Like I just got a perfect knockoff of a Benchmade knife that
knives on there?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And I didn't buy one, but there is one that's like a switchblade style where you like press the button and the knife comes out and then sucks back in and it's spring loaded and shit. And it's sturdy. Like you could stab something with it. Like a bacon. Stab a bacon with it.
Stab a bacon with
Easy.
it. Okay.
Yeah. So you can get all of these knives, you can get cool shit on there. But a lot of times it was bad shit. And it took forever to get there.
Yeah.
Then TEMU came.
TEMU came along. They saw the problems with Wish, and they were like, you know what? We're going to solve all these one by one. So,
here's what TEMU does that's different. They do photo and video reviews. I don't remember if Wish had any photo reviews.
No, I don't think they ever did. So you can see the actual products that people are getting.
Yeah.
You can kind of get a gauge, the quality of them.
I bought a Game Boy emulator and I watched a video of a guy playing it.
I feel like, they're a little bit more transparent with what you're getting. Mm-hmm. Also, they have a wider, like they've got everything from clothes to shoes. I mean, I feel like Wish is a little bit more niche and you would get like a lot of, you'd go on the Wish app and they'd be marketing, shit to you that you would never ever like even consider purchasing.
Yeah, and that was a meme too where people were getting ads for like crack pipes and shit.
Yeah. Whereas almost from the time I opened up the app, TEMU, like they used my data, they took my data, and that algorithm knows me, and it gives me items and shows me items that I want to purchase.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like it's a very, very strong algorithm.
So we're gonna get some really good some really good costumes.
We're gonna get some good TEMU costumes
this year for sure. So I found this guy that recently has gone viral. Let me see if I can open this like this. His name is I'll have that up in a second. But
chip.
This is stop eating the chips on the show. You can't crunch chips on the show.
It's ASMR.
Especially kettle chips, they're extra crunchy. Yeah, that's cool though.
It slurps better than the ICEE too.
That's the dedication that we have to frozen beverages. Slurpee is that we'll slurp a Slurpee on the show, no problem. chips. We're like trying not to crunch chips on the show, but Slurpees, Slurpee all day.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't like the sound of a Slurpee?
That's good. That's good ASMR.
You know what?
Sure.
Like, if you don't like the sound of a Slurpee on your podcast, go ahead and fucking tune the fuck out. We don't want you. We don't want that kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
That's not our ideal demographic.
So this guy, Bob Hickman.
Okay.
This guy, God, he claims that God entered his body
Like a body,
my same size. So that's kind of his big thing, is that God entered his body like a body my same size, like almost like he's wearing his body.
Right. So God, basically, yeah, exactly. He I mean, now I have so many questions here. Why don't you give us the rundown of everything, like as far as what this guy's deal is?
So his main thing that popped was his profile picture here.
His profile picture is what did it?
So this,
that's quite the profile
this alone,
picture.
it looks like seems like he might be on a forklift of sorts, some sort of industrial.
I would hope that guy's not operating heavy machinery. He does have like a safety vest on. So
yeah, he does. And the way that he has this glass behind him makes me think that he's in some sort of tractor
he's kind of
type.
doing the glasses pulled down, like looking like this.
And this post says, "Attention, ladies,
Just ladies, okay.
just ladies. God entered into my body like a body, my same size. We want to meet you.
Sick.
I say we because God is inside my body. He wants this more than I am, but we
Sick in
both are a
brackets.
team on the same page about this. So I want every woman to drop me a line and start posting pictures of yourself right after you get out of the bathtub. Do it in Jesus' name."
Wow.
So God entered his body
So
like a body.
he's a sex pervert.
My same size. He's a sex pervert, but it's God that wants the sex, not him.
Now, do you suppose this could be a bit?
Um,
I don't know though. I don't know. I'm leaning towards this isn't a bit. He's just like a mentally deranged sicko.
you think so?
Yeah, I think he's a crazy sicko.
So then I saw this video.
He's got videos, huh? Oh wow, look at that room.
Which
What is he in some sort of basement? Look at the pipes going over this. He's in like a basement.
yeah, he's in some sort of
God,
basement
he's probably
area.
got someone tied up. This feels wrong. Look at
Where's
this
my
guy.
audio here? Oh, here it is.
It's my body, like a body my same size, like me floating into you floating into me. You know, I look real thin inside of clothes, but outside of them I've got a little bitty belly. It's hard to lose. Anyway, I guess we'll never stay completely in shape. Well, let me speak for myself. But stay close, I guess. If you're close, people will never know, will they? Anyway, God entered into my body like a body my same size.
You keep saying that like verbatim, like God entered my body like a body my same
Yeah,
size.
it's literally written on his fucking van that he drives around.
He's got a picture of his
He's
van.
the world's only Holy Ghost filled man.
God entered my body like a body my same size.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, grammatically doesn't even really make that much sense. I don't think that's how you would phrase it, like what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's not well. Oh my, what? No, this is a video. He's got his pants off, full buttock exposed.
He floated into you, he floated into you. I've been invited to a couple of interesting podcast type things.
What did he say?
And,
I've been invited to a couple interesting podcast type things.
I bet. He's invited to ours for sure.
God entered into my body like a body my same size, like me floating into you, you floating into you. I've been invited to a couple of interesting podcast type things, and I'm going to do them, and I hope they turn out to be okay.
Okay, let's get Bob Hickman on the show because I have a lot of questions for this guy.
And the biggest one was, well, I won't say the name, but anyway, we'll see what happens.
Now,
Okay.
should you slide into this dude's DMs and ask him if he wants to join us potentially on episode 700? But
Okay, so I already did. I messaged his public figure page. So he has like a digital creator page because this guy has a YouTube channel where he goes in on all this stuff and puts out these videos. God entered my body like a body my same size.
It's kind of discouraging that this guy probably coasted his way over the 1,000 follower threshold just off being like a deranged sex pervert.
Yeah.
And here we are plugging away every fucking week, bringing you quality content week after week after week after week after week, and yet like we're stagnant. We've plateaued. Look at this sex pervert. He's got his buttock out. He's masturbating potentially. I mean, it's discouraging.
Look, this one says, I think I'm gay. Text me. Just the letter T. Just
did you
a
call that
capital
number
T.
yet?
No, but that's what I want to do. So this is what I did. I messaged this page because he has like a public creator page, blogger. Then I found his personal page, and then I added him as a friend.
Did he accept?
And then I got scared, and I was like, I'm doing all this from my personal page. This is a crazy person.
You were afraid he's going to track you down and lock you up in that basement.
Yes. So I redacted my friend request. I went and I unsent my message, which really it's going to be there still. Like it's going to say that I unsent a message to him.
Yeah, he's going to see it.
He's going to see it. But at least it wasn't my message just said, hello, hope all is well. And I was just trying to open up a line of communication with him. But I got scared and I backed out. So you call him.
Oh, yeah, I'll call him up right now.
But don't tell him the name of the show. Okay? You can't. You can't do it. Let me see. Yeah, here it is.
Yeah, let's...
And his number is public on his Facebook. So this isn't and I don't even think we've said this guy's name. Have we said his name?
No, we can actually call him from Google Voice, so I don't even have to give him my number.
Perfect. That's actually great.
317-220.
See, I'm getting stressed out. This is a...
Oh, no, 317.
No, I don't think that we have to tell him that we're recording because of the laws. Where he is in Indianapolis, there's no law about recording, so we don't have to say anything. You know what I mean? Don't tell him the name of the show. Are you?
Yeah, I gotta sign up for Google Voice again.
Oh man, we logging in. So I think that this guy.
Okay, we're good to go. What's the number?
I want to hear
317
him give his spiel.
220.
Don't say his number out loud. I mean, it's got to be disconnected at this point, right? Because everybody's calling him.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not even gonna let me do it on Google Voice.
No,
I'll call him Raw Dog.
yeah,
Doesn't have my number.
Let's do that. Yeah, I want to get more than just because obviously this guy's willing to talk about it. He fucking has it on his van. He has it written on his van. He's trying to tell people his story. I want to hear it. Maybe it's true.
Let's platform this guy. Let's give him a soapbox.
Yeah, maybe it's true. We don't know.
It's ringing.
All right. Looks like it's only ringing. We're going to get a voicemail.
Hello, this is Bob Hickman. Please leave a voicemail or send a text message. I do not answer restricted calls, and if I do not know who is calling, I won't answer that one either. Thank you.
Okay, so screens his calls. Smart guy.
When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Hey, Bob, this is Jerry. I'm the producer of a podcast. We've seen your story. We find you to be very interesting. We'd like to hear more about your. I don't really know what it is you're doing, but we want to hear more about it. So we'd love to give you a platform to tell the world exactly what's going on. I know you've had a lot of other podcasts reach out to you, but I can promise you that ours is going to be. I mean, we're gonna do right by you. We're not going to judge you. We're not going to call you crazy or anything, which is what a lot of people are going to do. Most people are going to do. But we want to hear what's going on with you, man. We want to hear from God. So you've got the number. Go ahead and give me a call back at your convenience. I'm probably not going to answer it either, but you can just leave me a voicemail. We can kind of trade voicemails back and forth, and then we'll get on the same page, bud, and we'll get you on the pod, and you can tell the world exactly how God entered your body, like a body your same size, and you can kind of explain it, because I mean, I don't really understand it, but it sounds interesting enough. So please give me a call back at your earliest convenience. This is Jerry.
I don't really understand it, but it seems interesting enough.
That's a compelling thing.
Yeah, I think that maybe he'll be on board with that. Maybe we'll get a new video, because he's putting out videos daily. I saw one the other day that was like, it's August 30th, 2023. Did you get another all-dress chip?
Not yet.
Free candy. You win this time. You win the first round of USA versus Canada.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. So hopefully we can open up some dialogue with this guy.
Now, it's going to be a shame if we get Bob Hickman all lined up for episode 700 and then we can't even do the episode because you guys didn't do your part.
So give me an interaction. Give me a like. Give me a share. Give me a comment.
Sound off below and let us know something.
Yeah, let us know. We love you. Maybe we'll see you for episode 700.
We might not.
At
this rate, probably not.
We might, but either way, we'll see you next week.
Natural Habitat Recordings.